in terms of what you guys get as being a member of the channel. I will start to promote that a little bit more as well. As we're about to get started on a race here actually, so let's have a look at this as we get started here with the Japanese Grand Prix right now for PGL F1 Sunday League round 7, guys. So let's see how Dean gets away with DTBFs in the lead of the race, and they're going down into turn 1. DTBFs gets away pretty well as the Ferrari gets by him, so does the Red Bull there, and not having the best of start on his end. Let's see what that's getting through for the rest of the grid as a bit of contact between a few cars, and we already have a virtual safety car happening. A 5-second penalty for severe collision between Gremlin and Beefy there. And that's happened right down somewhere in the midfield of the grid here. And someone, Clarky is already down to the back. Mandy coming there in behind Ethan as well. He's trying to catch up and get a position up if he can. But gaps are pretty close off between these guys right now. Oh, and I think that's a Red Bull of someone. I think that's a Red Bull of Walker. Had a bit of a issue there. I think he might have made a bit of a mistake. Yeah, guys, safety car is going to be in on this lap. And we're about to get back racing here. So let's have a look on how Walker and DTBFs are going to get along out front, because these two are going to go for it. Definitely, we'll keep on board with Walker here as we're about to get started back with this race. And we do have DTBFs on soft tires. We got Walker on medium tires. So let's see how this is going to go. We can see Walker already trying to get right alongside DTBFs before they even get across the line. And there we go. DTBFs gets a pretty good start, but Walker is going to chase him down into turn 1 as they go back racing here right now into lap 6 we're going at the moment. So let's see how turn 1 is going to go with those two out front. We got Wumax very close up behind them as well there. I'm trying to get a good look at the rest of the grid as they get on through. Down to Scooby trying to get a wrong. Oh, and the Red Bull of someone gets a wrong ahead. Beefy gets up ahead there of both Mercedes. I think he did. Yep, he did. And we got Mr. Rage in the and we got one Mercedes off track here right now. Scooby's off track into the wall down at the side. Had a bit of incident with someone there, I think, or might have just lost the rear. I'm not sure. Clarky running in 11th here just behind Mr. Rage. He's trying to get up into 10th position right now, and he's have to chase that down for quite a bit. Mikey in front there in 9th, and a bit of train of a cars going on as we get on through. Racer Avocado is chasing down Vintage here. Doesn't actually try the dive vomit on his own. Pushes it on the inside here right now because Vintage went a bit wide on that, and he gets a position up into 6th place in this race. Clarky there trying to chase down Mr. Ray still for that position, and Mr. Ray chasing down Mikey, who's chasing down Vintage, and that might not end pretty well. Let's have a look what's happening. A bit of trainer cars going through, definitely some contact. I can see a Renault, that's Mr. Rage and Dean trying to go side by side. We got Mikey and Clarky trying to go side by side. Down into turn 1 they go as well, and looks like Mikey might have the better go at this because he's gonna have the inside to get around. And he gets up the position into 9th place right now. Not going to make it sick as yet. He's still pushing on through for this position though. He's trying to go side by side with Vintage, but not able to get alongside him as yet. But might get that along the straight coming up here right now in Sector 3. And Vintage goes a bit wide. Almost a bit of incident between the two of them. But Mikey braked just in time and held off on that. Uses his overtake just a little bit. I think he was trying to hope for that DRS advantage, but not getting it on this lap. He might get it into the next lap there because I think they just went through the detection point for the DRS, and he's going to have it. Oh, and a bit of tire contact between the two of them as he gets around in the final turn. Goes up into P8 here right now. Vintage is down to 9th, just behind his teammate. His teammate is going ahead of him, side by side. Is up in the 9th already, and it's a definite switch between the two of them. Not sure if it was planned or not for that. A few turns getting it wrong, and they're about to go into lap 10 here right now. Actually, I think into lap 9, sorry, not lap 10. So into lap 9 they go here right now as he has a pretty good run down the straight into turn 1. Takes it on the outside, puts himself up into 8th position here. And we got a very, very close gap going on here. Womack's about to lose his position to Mikey as he gets up alongside the McLaren, and he's going to take it on the inside on the next turn. Gets the position back on the racing line, and he gets the overtake done before they actually get to the turn. Quite cleanly done. That's Mikey up into 7th, and Womack is down to 8th position right now. Between most of our drivers, as we can see, we're going down to Mr. Rage, who's chasing down Sniper there for P11. Looks like he's about to get by. He's looking for a gap to go by, a pretty tight portion of the track here right now, and tries to take it on the inside of this turn. Looks like he might get it through. Let's see if Sniper is able to come back at him though. A bit of minor contact between the two of cars, kind of with wheel action, but still going on his pit stop. So let's see how that's going to work out for him. He's going to be a much fresher tire. Oh, and Sniper is out of the race. What's happened to his car? Let's see if we'll be able to have a look. I'm not sure. And there is his car stuck on the side of the track. That's going to be a safety car for that incident there. Alright, so it looks like we're about to get back racing on the next lap, which is going to be lap 17. That gives us about 11 laps of racing to go. And I think it's going to be quite an interesting 11 laps. We'll see how that goes. And we can have a good look from DTBF's car here to see he's having a pretty good run on Dean going into turn 1 already. He's on those fresh hard tires, well, not too fresh, but and we have Walker getting alongside that, getting around. The Renault goes a bit wide around the track, and Ethan and Walker get up positions already. Walker's up into the lead of the race already. Dean down to second, Ethan up into third. DTBF's already down to P4 at the moment here. So quite a bit of change up happening on that restart. Quite an exciting restart actually as we get on through. Dean and Walker having a bit of a gap starting to form between the two of them, so Walker's getting away pretty well out front, and Ethan is trying to catch up as much as he can to Dean to try and get that position up if he can. DTBF's keeping as close as he can behind Ethan, and Maddie here trying to keep as close as he can as well. A bit of train of cars going on through. Clarky's trying to get past Maddie here and they're going side by side into that turn. A bit of contact with the Ferrari, and that's going to be not ending too well with those guys there. Definitely going to be reported, and a yellow flag in that sector of the track there right now. There's quite a bit of contact between a few cars as we continue to get on through here right now with Mr. Ray chasing off Clarky for P8 at the moment. DTBF's getting a position up on Maddie out front, and let's see what's happening with that here. Alright guys, there we have it. Race control says safety car is about to come in on this lap, so we're about to go back racing here right now, which is a lot of fun for us to hear because we do enjoy watching the racing get back alive here. So safety car is already getting off into the distance. These guys are starting to weave around a bit. We got Walker holding off the grid in front as much as he can here right now, and he's going to be the first car to get back started. He's already getting started here right now, getting around the final few turns and about to get back onto the pit straight with Ethan just behind him, and Ethan is going to do his drive-through penalty on this lap, so we're going to follow on with Mike chasing after Walker. Walker's going to get a pretty decent lead out front, and let's have a look at the rest of the grid as they get on through into turn 1. They go right now with Mr. Ray chasing off Umax for P3. Let's see how that time is continuing. It's going pretty well on that restart so far. We got that Red Bull of BP trying to get around D in there at the moment, but not able to get a good gap to get around, but he does have Clarky coming just behind him, so he's going to have to be a bit careful with that. A bit of contact. The Ferrari is off track down the back. That's Codfish there. The Mercedes of Scooby, and looks like he might try to get that position up very shortly. Into lap 22, these guys are going here right now, and a pretty close gap. We got DTBFs and Vintage switching positions out front, and let's see how that battle is going to go. We're going to go to that in just a bit as we got Maddie going side by side with the Mercedes right now. He's about to get that position up as they move down on the. We're still following on with Beefy right now. He has Maddie chasing him down for that position there, P7, and let's see how that's going to work. With Beefy chasing down Vintage for P6 right now, and DRS is now back online, so they're going to have that advantage as we go into lap 23 of this race. DTBF takes fastest lap in the race so far, and that's going to switch around a bit as the Red Bull of Beefy is trying to get around with Vintage here, and the two of them are fighting off for that position. The Ferrari comes in between of that as well as Beefy holds on to P6 right now. It's holding on pretty strongly. Come across with Walker here on the final 2 turns of the race, and he's about to get around to the final turn and about to go across the line. It's going to take pole position for the Japanese Grand Prix for round 7 here, guys, for PGL F1 Sunday, and that's a pretty good race win for him. We got Mikey coming around with 2 cars behind of him. Mikey is going to take 2nd place in the race, and we got DTBF taking 3rd. Mr. Ray takes 4th. We got Dean taking 5th, and we got Beefy coming wrong. He's going to be taking 5th place away now. Dean going down to 6th, now down to 7th. Maddie takes away 6th. And Vintage goes around. He's going to come around into 8th place in this race. Wumax finishing 11. Codfish finishing 12. Already across the line. That's Vintage in 8th position. Scooby there in 9th. And Ethan should come across the line in 10th position. And be the final driver to get across the line here right now. So an excellent race there, guys, from PGL F1 Sunday League for round 7 of 23. And we got a lot more races to have from these guys for Sunday races here. So quite an excellent race from them. Started with 17 drivers, finished with at least more than half of the grid. And there we go. Driver of the day goes to Mikey there. Some good points here, at least for him. And there we have it. So Walker gets pole position for the race and gets fastest lap. Mikey gets 2nd place in the race and gets driver of the day. DTBF crosses the line 4th, gets P3. And we got Mr. Rage finishing P4. Beefy finishes 5th. Maddie finishes 6th, D in there in 7th, Vintage 8th, Scooby in 9th, Ethan in 10th, Wumax in 11th, Codfish in 12th, we got Razor Avocado in 13th, Clarky in 14th, Sniper 15, Gremlin 16, Fat Mamba in 17, guys. And that's going to be it for this race here, guys. Thank you guys for joining on to the session. Remember, guys, don't forget to leave a like on the video, and remember, if you're new on the channel, do subscribe for more races that we have coming on during the course of the week.